One of our favorite wines, the Petit Verdot, called Living in the Limelight.
Which happens to be my wife's favorite wine. So if we don't make this, she's going to kill us.
Upset,
I think.
right?
Yeah. So Petit Verdot, this is where I think, as winemakers, we have to remain open, because sometimes a single vineyard, 100% varietal, sometimes it's the right call, and sometimes in a given year it might be lacking a little touch, right, a little palate depth, a little dimensionality, and maybe finish is short. So you have to remain open to be able to blend small amounts of other things into the wine. And this year particularly, that was the case.
Yes.
So we did a 5%.
We did Merlot, we did a Cap Franc from Weinbau, and we did a couple of different Cabernets. The thing that really worked well was the Goose Ridge Merlot. Goose Ridge Merlot is and it's from the Goose Gap AVA, and it just blended beautifully with this wine and really fleshed it out at just a little 5%. You can't really taste the Merlot, but if it added to the structure, increased the finish, it's still quintessentially Petit Verdot, but it's a better wine with the 5%.
Yeah,
Merlot.
Definitely made it a more complete wine. I mean, if we didn't tell you it wasn't 100%, I doubt you'd pick up on that.
Right.
But it's at such a small level, but it definitely filled out the mid palate and added some complexity. Whereas when we did a side by side with the 100% Petit, we're like, God, there's no choice. We have to go with the 5%.
And frankly, this wine, we never intended to make 100% or predominantly Petit Verdot, but the quality is from Dionysus Vineyard in White Bluffs, AVA. Just this block of Petit Verdot, it just grows exceptionally well there. But in fact, every time I see a bottle of, even to this day, I think of my first reaction. We first worked with this vineyard, this Petit Verdot, in 2009 to get it as a blending component to our Perfect Union label. And about 12 months in, after fermentation, we were barrel sampling, and I tasted the Petit Verdot, and I said, Billo, you gotta dump this. I'm not liking this at all. Just find a buyer for it, get rid of it. And he didn't listen to me.
I had this knowing, as I recall.
Yeah, right.
So about
just laziness, I think.
You're not respecting the depth of the knowing. So about four and a half months later,
about 4 months later,
I called the Pinto up and I said, we gotta possibly bottle this on its own. And he's like, are you out of your freaking mind?
Right.
I said, no, this thing has turned the corner. It's absolutely a beautiful wine.
Yeah. And when I tasted it, it was night and day comparison, and which told me early on in our winemaking journey that you really can't assess just something in barrel that's only been in barrel for 12 months. And I mean, unless there's something really off, like you're getting some volatile acidity or there's something wrong with it, you gotta let it be for a good 18 months before you can truly assess. And in this case, the Living in the Limelight did a full 180, and it was so good that we had to bottle it on its own. And it's been one of our most popular wines ever since.
Yeah, and full credit, my wife will definitely jump on this bandwagon. She was the first one when we were tasting it
that is true.
Afterwards to comment on the quality of the wine and saying we should bottle it. And I looked at her like she was nuts at first.
That's true.
And then I tasted it, I'm like, oh my, should I be onto something here? So, anyway.
I don't know, Bill, it sounds like you're angling for something here.
Yeah. So, like I said, if we stop making this, she'll kill us. Yeah. All right.